So this is going to be a reading for my Libras. Thank you so much for joining me. We're going to go ahead and get straight into the reading. Now, keep in mind this is general. Only take what does apply, let the rest fly. If you want a personal, just check out the information listed in the description box. And yeah, let's go ahead and get straight into it. So the first card is going to represent you and your current situation or energy. And I have the Four of Cups. So, a lot of you are kind of like sitting on your personal feelings when it comes to a particular issue or thing in your life. This is kind of like being slightly aggravated, right? But then knowing that you either can't control the fact that things aren't going your way with this said thing, situation, event, whatever this is. Or some of you are coming to a point where you're emotionally so bothered by something that it may trigger you to want to do something, or you know that you have to do something soon. Okay? Let's see. I have the Seven of Wands. Okay. So this may be the stressfulness within a relationship that you're currently in. Some of you are dealing with stress of the relationship just being argumentative, like you and your person arguing all the time. Or when there's arguments, it goes too far. Or there's defensiveness that's happening, either you or your person, they have this wall up, or there's been past troubles and traumas that somebody's still kind of harboring on to, just not really openly saying. And it's affecting the energy of the relationship and how things are kind of like moving and shaking. Some of you are more so like aggravated with the fact that there's so many obstacles at your current job, whether that's like the people you work with being a nuisance, or you're just not able to do your job correctly, or you just don't like the work environment, it's too stressful. But what I see for things that you should avoid during this time frame, I have the Ace of Cups. So this is getting overly emotional about things. You may have moments where you're emotionally triggered, or you just may be emotional, but don't make emotional decisions. This is also making sure as well. For my people who are like newly single, and my people who are like trying to get over a heartbreak, if not newly single, this is making sure you're not like resulting to getting into another serious relationship just to take your mind off of a previous one, especially if you know that if this person ever does decide to come back around, that you'll still accept them back into your life, especially in that case. And then another thing, just making sure you stay away from people who make you jeopardize your sense of self-love. Like if you're in a relationship or in dealings with someone and they make you sacrifice your personal pride, or I wouldn't even say personal pride. If they make you basically do things that are out of alignment with personal self-love to be with them, then that's not who you need to be giving energy to either. Now, a possible obstacle that may come up during this time frame, I have the Death card in reverse. So this could be things not changing. The environment of your relationship may not be changing. The behaviors that your person may be doing that's aggravating may not be changing. Work environment, something isn't changing quite yet. Or some of you are kind of like really trying to slow the process down of something ending, and it needs to in order for you guys to have better energy in your life. Like some of you really want to stay in a bad relationship for dear life. And it's like, well, if the universe just lets you stay in suffering like that just because emotionally at the moment you were, addicted to the connection, what would that be? So that could be another thing here as well. Like some of you just not being content with the fact that something has ended, or you've let the ending kind of scar you, and like you're still in that in-between state of like an ending and a new beginning, but you just haven't made it to the part where you see the new beginning yet, because you're kind of focused on the fact that things are ending. I hope that makes sense. I hope you get what I'm trying to say. But the next card is going to represent the advice. Sorry, I was going to say obstacle, but we just did that. So the advice, I have the Fool card. So this is having a perspective of new beginnings being all around you, kind of like what I was just speaking about. And it's so funny how the Fool card comes right out, or is next to the Death card. So two different energies. This is things ending for new beginnings, and then this is the new beginning energy, but also need to take a leap of faith. So advice here is you guys need to understand, in anything in life that's worthy, great, grand, it's going to take a level of you being open to new experiences, but also like taking a leap of faith. Putting your best foot forward as well. And then if you are going to go back out into the dating scene, this is making sure you're not being naive to certain red flags that you've yourself witnessed within like exes or people that you've dated. Like you went through those experiences for a reason. Use those previous experiences and the red flags that you've seen as a way to kind of be able to peep when someone else is trying to pull the same manipulative stunts. Now, the next card is going to represent your love life. I have the Two of Swords. So this is confusion. This could be clashing as well, verbal clashing between you and your person, but also like personal confusion for some of you where you don't know exactly which way to move with the connection. One moment, you may be in one thought process, one mindset, and in the next moment, a different one. So it's hard for you to be 100% clear on a decision on what to do or where to start. Some of you also, this could be your person's energy, them more so being confused, and then it coming off as like you guys having a blockage. Yeah, some of you are very worrisome of where a connection is going, and it's like more so holding on to it for dear life, okay? Now, when it comes to career, I have the Two of Wands in reverse. So some of you are still, and then it's so funny, we have two and then two here. So here, this is like some of you still being conflicted in terms of, okay, what's next for me? What should I do? Should I go this route or should I go that route? And you could be having such a hard time making up your mind that you just decide to not make up your mind. At least not during this time frame. You guys could be putting off a decision here because of like personal confliction. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9. Yeah, a lot of you are up to here though with the current job that you're at, or just with the state of work that you have to do. Some of you, it's more so like stress or just being over the job itself. But this is what I see. I hope I put things in perspective for you and that you were able to take something from this video. If you did, thumbs it up, subscribe, check out the description box for a reading, and I'll see you later.